Delivering mails to distant and difficult locations has always been a challenge for the postal authorities. Today, we will witness how innovative minds tried to solve this problem using rocket mails. Although a brainchild of a German genius Gerhard Zucker, the rocket mail concept was pioneered by Stephen Hector Smith, an aerospace expert from Calcutta. Rocket mail is the delivery of mails using rockets or missiles. A chain of 270 rocket mail experiments were carried by Stephen between 1934 to 1944. Initial rocket firing experiments were done around the distributaries of Hooghly River, near Calcutta, and were aimed at successfully conveying mails across a water body, either from an island, shore or a ship. First Indian rocket mail was fired from a ship to shore, near Saugar Island, on September 30, 1934. The first one on land was aimed at Saugar Lighthouse. The first night firing from a boat, on December 16, 1934. Followed by the one from the land. After the initial phase of experimentation, numerous rocket firing occurrences happened, on special occasion or in invite. The Calcutta Press rocket firing of 1935 is one such example. And for the commemoration of Royal Silver Jubilee, of King George V. Here, we see the first usage of the term rocketgram, on hand stamp and on the beautiful yellow vignette. The next series of successful rocket mail experiments were seen in Sikkim, a small mountain state between Nepal and Bhutan, in April 1935. They were aimed at resolving the problems of conveyance of mails and parcels in the mountainous terrains. A variety of vignettes and combinations of postmarks and inks are found on these rocket mails. The Sikkim Durbar refers to the royal administration of the state of Sikkim. Rocket firing events also came up to contribute to the Quetta earthquake relief funds in 1935. Experimentation was conducted, which showed capability of rockets carrying grains, medicines and even livestocks. Here, certain vignettes also carried Red Cross symbols. The money gathered as the rocket fee was forwarded to the relief fund. The Sikkim Durbar officially authorized the second run of rocket mail trials, with 7 rocketgram experiments. It took place in September and October months of 1935. Elaborate documentation of the period gives us the name of the persons who fired the rockets on each occasion. The vignettes were pictorially designed, and a beautiful hand stamp illustrating the mountains was struck in shades of violet, black and blue. In February 1937, All India Boys and Scouts Jamboree was held in Delhi. Stephen Smith was invited to demonstrate the rocket experiments at the camp. 3 propaganda rockets were fired, carrying leaflets and messages of loyalty, printed in red, from the Indian Scouts and addressed to the Emperor. Vignettes carrying the message of "Long Live the King," in shades of red, blue and green were used. Another rocket commemorating the coronation of King George VI and Queen Elizabeth, carrying 350 loyalty cards, was fired on Coronation Day in 1937. Stephen's experiments were not limited to British Indian Empire, he conducted his trial in the Japanese Empire as well, on May 20, 1937. Further in September 1937, the design alterations of the rocket led to origination of the term rocket train. The body of the rocket was comparted. A winged rocket was also experimented with, in the same year. Stephen called it a rocket aeroplane, but it was unsuccessful. Another creative experiment for carrying mail included a boomerang. Tested in October 1937, the boomerang showed the expected curved trajectory. All rockets used in these years were named and numbered. They intended for social cause like monsoon flood relief, and Christmas greetings. In 1939, a couple of war rockets were also tested. Stephen Smith also tried using gas-propelled rockets. He tested and utilized the technology of that time for carrying mail over short and difficult distances. He was commemorated on a postage stamp in 1992. Let us now take a sneak peek into the philatelic exhibit, Rocket Mails of India. Thank you for watching. For more information, please do contact me.